Miles, Sean, have you got mascots?
Oh, yes.
What have you got?
Yeah, I've got... this is actually... It's been in the family for years. This is a... I've had it since I was very young. My granddad gave me this.
Kevin, have you got a mascot?
No, I actually had a bit of a drama. I bought Sean a gift because I knew we were going to be in the same team.
Oh.
So in the airport, returning home from Madrid, I got my Toblerone. I was struggling to think of something to get us just to keep the team morale high. And then Toblerone, 9 letters, thought it would be ideal, but we never get clearance in time from Toblerone. So, and they thought we were going to be disrespectful about the brand.
That's crazy.
So fuck you, Toblerone.
Yeah, Toblerone. The only reason the Swiss make chocolate, right, is so we don't associate with blood, diamonds and Nazi gold.
So fuck you, Switzerland, as well.
Yeah.
Here's some backup mascots.
Oh, yeah, no, sure.
Airplane. Sean, that's for you, mate.
Oh, my God.
Stole that off the Deal or No Deal set. Mirror, so Toblerone can go and take a long, hard look.
What's going on, Joe?
Tell you what's going on, Jimmy, is you fired me. So, make a bit of cash, done a bit of a deal, got a sponsor for the show. Show is now sponsored by a banister company. It's actually my half-brother Fabio's company. It's called Fabio's Banisters. It's given me 60 quid, and all we have to do is do a little bit of advertising, don't we, sweetheart? Don't you even notice? You've got a fucking erection in it, you idiot! I said don't have an erection!
I said don't have an erection.
Nish once went to see the film Shame with his dad, but said the graphic sex made it very awkward. Everyone in the cinema asked them to stop.
Hi, Dad!
First time on the show, are you going to be better on the numbers or the letters?
I think it's going to be letters. I think I'm a man of words, because I spent half my time at university studying English.
What did you do the other half?
I was captain of the school's kissing team.
Captain of the school's kissing team. Done a lot of practice at home with your dad, I would imagine.
Sheen, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I do have a mascot. I've got a pizza.
Sorry, it's your mascot?
Yes, my mascot, Jimmy. Got a problem with that?
No.
OK, I'm not lucky on this show, and I brought all my mascots in, so I've just brought in comfort food to get me through it.
What else have you brought in?
I brought in a cake. This is another part of my mascot.
Can we see how far you get through the pizza and the cake during the show?
I mean, I'll finish... you know.
It's a bit like the flake advert, the way you eat that pizza.
Should I put this down now?
No, eat it.
Oh.
Jimmy the feeder. Here comes Jimmy the feeder.
You used to work as a door-to-door salesman, Johnny.
Yeah, I did a bit. I did 3 nights.
You did 3 nights. What did you sell?
When lots of people bought the council houses, I went door to door and offered to service all the gas devices. So we would come in and for only £25, we would service every device, and that would cover you for the year. So your initial call-out charge would be covered under that £25. I didn't know you were going to ask me about that. In fairness, I thought you were going to ask me why I'm wearing this ridiculous fucking shirt. It's got naked women on it. I look like I fly an helicopter in Barbados. There's a woman by the buttonhole with her legs akimbo. Jimmy, that's what I thought we'd be discussing. Not my shabby past going door to door. So don't do your... Oh, let's move on. That was a bit quiet.
All I'm saying, Johnny, all I'm saying, and I'll stand by my point...
Don't fit! Don't fit!
OK, time to go across once again to Dictionary Corner. Greg, what have you got for us?
When I was an educator, as I was for many years, I was fortunate enough there was a guest speaker at the school that I taught at, and it was the ex-champion boxer Chris Eubank. He very kindly came in for nothing to inspire the children, and he did a 3.5-hour lecture to them. That it was unusual, and it consisted of him telling some loose anecdotes, but he interspersed them with very aggressive poems that he'd made up himself, which he shouted into the children's faces. And it was really inspiring. Anyway, I realised afterwards, I didn't think I could do impressions. I've never been able to do impressions. That I can do an incredible impression of Chris Eubank. And because he inspired me that day, I've realised that classic works of literature sound better through Eubank's voice.
What a wonderful treat for us all.
I thought I'd present some to you. And before I do, I would tell you that my agent and every member of production I've spoken to on this show has made it very clear they think this is a terrible idea.
That's coming after jumping on people.
I take a while to get Chris's voice, so bear with me. I have to...
No. It was the best of times.
Please, a little bit of culture, please.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the sad thing is, it's actually a very good Nelson Mandela.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds just...
You sound like one of the Compare the Meerkats. If Chris Eubank was here, he wouldn't be offended. That's how bad it is.
Say, you know what, Greg? Say pugilist a few times. That
gets me in right.
That's his key word.
I wasn't a fighter, I was a pugilist. Are you talking to me? Who the hell are you talking to?
You sound like a villain in Danger Mouse. That's what you sound like.
I know what you're thinking.
Fucking hell, Sean. It's one of the worst impressions ever.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or 5? Well, to tell you the truth, all this excitement, I kind of lost track myself. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? What do you think? My name is Maximus.
Have you got a mascot?
Yeah, I've got a few. So, I've got my lucky thesaurus that I've been through thick and thin with that one. And my lucky calculator. So those are there. Those 2 lucky objects. The last thing is this fellow, Tony. I'll just pop there.
Who is Tony?
Tony's a guy I met in the Emirates, and we've really connected, and we've lost touch. So, yeah, it's basically if Tony watches this, even if it's on YouTube, just get in touch. I thought we had something. We did have something. I didn't think it. I know we did.
A mascot today?
Yes, I do have a mascot, actually. The last time I did the show, I was a little bit nervous. I feel like I lost focus and I wasn't entirely together. And so, yeah, I've been really trying my hardest and practicing with a really supportive, motivating beatboxing friend, obviously. So, you know, just to have him around, he makes me feel better and more confident about myself. He's always testing me on things. Thanks a million, Ross. Like, say, for example, so we'll try one now and just give it a go. So looking for a 9-letter on this, possibly. Show busy?
For show busy shit.
Great, good, going well. So like, let's try another one now. Oh God, and again, I want to go for 9 on this, Susie. Beatboxer.
Beatboxer.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, great. And another thing now. What's it? Oh, I'm not great with the numbers now. John, do you remember? I wasn't very good with the numbers at all. But let me just see. 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50. 300. Oh.
What have you got? What's your 9-letter word, Lee Mack? Steadings.
Oh, amazing. It's in.
All or nothing. Very much a multiple of 3 person. What are we doing with 6?
Be honest, Lee, are you as surprised as everyone else? And that is a word.
I'm on the outside, I'm trying to look cool. Inside, I'm going, can't believe it. This reminds me of the first time I had sex. Lee. I'm going, how the hell did that happen?
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Well, you put your penis inside a... Well, a steading is a sort of something to do with maybe farms or something, like an area of land. Like a homestead. Something like that. What is it?
A farmstead, yeah.
A farmstead, a steading.
Yeah.
I've lost the ability to speak. Nothing makes sense anymore. Well, I'm going to retire now. Can we get a close-up on John's face? I've never seen anyone look more shocked and disappointed at the same time. The most embarrassing thing about getting it, and never in the history of the show has Dictionary Corner ever gone, this will bring down the whole show!
You must be a bit annoyed, John, because...
I'm fucking fine about it!
On to our first numbers round. OK, John and Sarah, your turn to pick the numbers. Sean, Miles... Sean and Miles, I won't say it again. Fingers on lips. Hands on heads. Pay attention, it's the numbers round.
Yeah, ready. I'm ready.
Were you ready?
No, he'd brought up Hitler. He was whispering to me about Hitler.
Why was he whispering to you about Hitler?
He said, I don't know about you, Miles, I'm on the fence.
I
would say no, Sean. I'm a bit like the Swiss during the Second World War, going, I can see the good side and the bad side. I'm going to stay neutral. Yeah?
OK, on to our first... Oh, no. A poll recently voted Peter Serafinowicz Britain's funniest comedian, and that poll was his nan, Mrs. Serafinowicz. Peter, are you a fan of word games?
Well, to be honest, Jimmy, I don't think that's any of your business.
Apologies, Peter. Sorry if I crossed the line there. I'm sorry. Any words you're hoping will come up tonight?
Abdicates.
I'm with Peter. So what's the most common question you get asked then?
Don't know if this... I have been asked this twice this year already, which is quite a common question, and that is... One of them was from quite an elderly lady, and she said, what does the G stand for in G-spot?
What does it stand for?
It stands for a guy called, I think it's Greifenberg, who was the lucky guy who found it.
It's interesting, because, do you know...
Because you've written a book about this, haven't you?
There's a woman called Beverly Whipple who actually discovered it and didn't want it named after her. It was going to be called Whipple's Tickle, and she didn't want her name used on it. And there's no part of the vagina that's named after a person that isn't named after a man.
Yeah.
Whipple's a much better name.
Yeah.
I've got another good vagina fact.
Yeah. This show just got excellent.
Apparently, the G-spot isn't actually a real thing, but the clitoris is like 10 centimetres long.
Wow, OK.
And isn't it true it was originally called the clitoris?
After the guy that found it.
A guy called Chris who found it first.
I was actually in lower six with him. Yeah, he's a good bloke. OK, and in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Rachel's clitoris is 10 centimetres long. That might be a small penis, Rachel. We need to talk. I might have one of those. Richard, have you got a mascot?
Yeah.
What have you got?
The film White Chicks.
What?
Have you seen this film, White Chicks?
I've not seen this film.
Oh, it's a heck of a film. I rewatched it recently.
Remind me what happens in White Chicks.
OK, so it is a wonderful thing. Two FBI people, men, they're men, they go undercover posing as two socialites, white socialites. I don't know that you need to say white in front of socialite, actually. But they go... they go undercover as white women, socialites, as I say, in order to prevent them being kidnapped. And what it does is it really allows a marvellous opportunity to see things from a woman's point of view. And if you see White Chicks, I think you'll really understand what it is to be a woman.
An excellent mascot.
So
My mascot is just down here, so, Lil Dicky, if you wouldn't mind covering for me for
Well,
2 seconds.
You've got the small talk guy right here.
Yeah, just... like, banter away with some of your witty anecdotes.
Yes, White Chicks starts with the two undercover FBI people posing as Mexicans. And they do some wonderfully sensitive material at the start. But the
Done now, Richard. It's all fine.
3, 6, 2, 5, 75 and 50.
Oh, shit.
And the target, 961.
Oh, give up.
Mate.
OK, your time starts now.
Mate.
The target was 961. Joe, did you get it?
1,000.
Aisling, did you get it?
Yes, Jimmy, I got it. Yes.
So you got, 9...
The clue really would be the number that's written up there.
Yes! She's only bloody gone and done it!
Hang on! Whoa!
Yes,
Wait a second.
That's exactly how Marlon Wayans is unveiled in the fashion show in the finale of White Chicks.
Thanks, Richard. I was really looking forward to seeing that film.
Time to go over to Dictionary Corner. Nick, what have you got for us?
I've got a poem.
You've got a poem? Well, fantastic.
What is that? I have feelings I can share.
That says stalking and stalker on the back page. Yeah,
it did. Here is a poem that is simply called Busy Bee. Busy bee, why are you so busy? Busy bee, always in a tizzy. Busy bee, thank you for the honey. Busy bee, I owe you more than money. Busy bee, I hope it never ends. Busy bee, busy bee. You are my only friend. That was about a bee I made friends with on a family holiday in Uruguay. I called him Maurice. He was a legend.
There's a bee just landed on your arm. As they said that, Paul Jamo. There he is.
It's a
there
fly.
He is. There's a bee.
You're not Maurice. Pretender to the throne. And I've got another poem. This one's called Butterfly.
I don't fancy your chances, mate.
You wouldn't do that during Shakespeare, would you?
You have got the beard.
Oh, come on, mate. Just let me do my poem and get through it. Then you can carry on with the game. I've got a poem for Susie.
Sorry, Nick.
Shut the fuck up!
Sean, you're a fine figure of a man. How do you stay in such remarkable condition?
I don't know, really, Jimmy. I mean, I've got a tapeworm. That helps. That certainly helps. Well, I call him Charlie. So go on, Charlie, that's for you. Look. You know that 12% of the people in this country have got a tapeworm?
Really?
Which actually makes them more popular than dogs.
As
a pet, yeah.
How do you get a tapeworm? Do you eat a worm and
Off
it stays
pork,
in you?
don't you? Yeah.
You get it off pork.
Do you?
Yeah.
Always pork.
Yeah, always pork. You get it off pork and not off anything else.
Another victory for the Quorn Brigade.
I've got a song about it. If you want to get a tapeworm, eat some pork. If you want to get a tapeworm, eat some pork.
Oink, oink.
Lamb, chicken, beef, fish or egg. Forget it. You won't get a tapeworm. You can eat too, don't you?
Did someone upstairs Google if you get tapeworms from pigs?
How do pigs get them?
They get them from other pigs.
They eat pork.
You can only get them. How many times do I have to explain it? You can only get a tapeworm. If you want to get a tapeworm, eat some pork. They eat pork, and then they get it, and they get it to the pork.
So which came first, the tapeworm or the pig?
Well, it was the Big Bang, actually. What happened was, in the all the tapeworms flew into the pigs.
Some people say this version of Countdown is less intelligent than
Sean, news just in. You can get tapeworms from beef.
Well, I just say, I'd say one thing. Google can go fuck itself.
OK, Richard. Take the 10 and square it.
It's not allowed in Countdown.
Actually, can you cube it? Sorry. Cube it. OK. And then I'd like you to square the 5 for me, please.
I like it.
And then I'd like you to times that 25 by the 2.
The other 2. Perfect. I haven't
And then
used
take
that
it away, and you've got your 950.
Okay.
Oh. So, Rachel, mind blown?
That was amazing. That was proper maths, and you haven't used any of the numbers twice.
Thank
it's
you,
never been
Rachel.
done before. It's groundbreaking.
That's right.
You're
You
my
did
hero.
all of those things.
Could it actually be done?
No. No way. No.
It's just been done.
Well, despite Richard's amazing maths, no one got any points there. The scores at the moment, Richard and Rob have no points.
No, what? They've got...
Hey,
come on.
Rachel.
Come on, mate.
What?
I'm not even on their team, but he just did something wizard.
If you want to square and cube things, get a job in a fucking jelly factory, mate.
Maybe the weakest comeback there's ever been. That is the... No. Get a job in a jelly factory, mate. That's the worst thing that's ever been said. Have you got a mascot this evening, Lee?
I have got a mascot, yes.
What have you got?
I brought along, this is genuinely true, I've actually brought along my nan's ashes. And genuinely true, my nan was always a big fan of Countdown, and she always wanted to come on. And so this is like... that's genuinely my nan's ashes.
It's not, though, is it?
It really is. Look, and
Can we have a look?
Don't joke about with it, because it's genuinely real.
Oh, dear me.
Admittedly, it's a whole head just pushed in, which is not nice for you to see.
OK. Lee?
422.
Lee! How did you do it?
Right, you take that 422 at the top. Write that down. Don't touch it with any of the other numbers. I haven't got anything again, you useless bitch! You were like this when you were alive! Nothing! Sorry, I've had a lot of stress since she died.
Oh, that was it, was it?
I got nothing. Sorry.
You were writing stuff, you've put -8 there, 66 there you've got, and 78. Where's that from?
That's when she died.
Now, before we go on, he doesn't work here anymore, but he keeps on turning up anyway. It's Joe Wilkinson.
Yay!
You all right, Joe? What have you been up to, mate?
Well... well, because you fired me because you're a prick, I've gone back to being an inventor, so I've started inventing again, make myself a few quid. This is actually one of my inventions. It's actually a baby papoose for adults. Only downside is you need a giant who's prepared to carry you around for the afternoon. This one's mine. It's Glenn. Do you want toffee, Glenn? Yeah, hold on. He loves toffees. Here you go. But my best idea... Well, bring it on. Bring it on. Well, let's wander over. You know when you've put a bit of weight on when the UK's strongest man is struggling to...
Sean, what was your 6?
Rejoin.
Rejoin.
Very good.
Thank you, it means a lot.
Alan?
We got a bit like that. We both got joiner.
Pretty good. Joiner.
Did we get it? Is that right?
6 points for both teams. Ivan, Susie, could they have done any better?
Yeah, they could have done, actually. But we got ironer and then loriner, which is someone who makes stirrups.
Of course. Susie, can you confirm that?
Yeah,
Because...
make her small bits for horses.
You know, like a loriner would.
Stirrups, yeah.
Do you know there's people specially designed to clean horses' willies?
Sorry, there's people specially designed to clean horses' willies.
There are people that their job is to go and clean horses' willies.
Surely they do the rest of the horse while they're there.
No, willies only.
Especially, they're heavily unionised. Oi, don't touch the arse.
Sorry, where did you pick up this information from?
A friend of mine.
OK.
Who is a comedian, actually. I can't believe it's... Susie, you must know. Is there a person that can... I bet you must know.
Oh, you must know, Susie.
But I'm going to find out.
But why would you care if your horse had a dirty willy?
Some people care about their horses.
See that horse that won the Grand National today? I mean, well done, it was fast and everything, but what a dirty penis. It all makes you feel ashamed to be British, doesn't it?
So at the end of that, both teams have 6 points. Rachel, you must get recognised by your fans all the time. Do you ever wish you could sort of fly under the radar?
My favourite time of the year is when I just get to go skiing and you haven't got to do your hair and makeup, you haven't got to have all that awkwardness. Just put your helmet on, put your snood on, no makeup, it's great. And actually, I've brought my skiing stuff with me, actually, if I just make myself more comfortable.
I'm pretty sure I would recognise you in skiing gear.
So I've got a beard and Viking horns. And this is kind of my look. So much more comfortable, and it's warm, And you just don't have to have that awkward social, like, is that you, is it not, how's Jimmy, that kind of thing.
That's a challenging wank.
Oh, sorry. John, do you have a mascot?
I am actually awaiting the results of... I've stood in the election for the Countdown Party, which I launched last year to get Countdown fans voting, really. So I've stood in the constituency of Wet Wang in East Yorkshire, and I've got every hope of getting in with some of my key policies to enhance Countdown.
Well, what are these policies?
Well, obviously, a lot of Countdown viewers are retired, so I bring the age of retirement down to 30. That way, I think a lot more people would watch. Get rid of the letter K. Don't need it. We've got 25 letters. That's round, innit, then? You could put that in a nice grid. But 26 is bullshit, innit? Ruins the little rhyme at the end. Why have we got a kicking cur and a curly cur? We haven't got a sexy S and a spicy S, have we? Change the national anthem, just to that. You could have words to it if you wanted to, but...
Do you have words worked out for the national
anthem?
anthem?
You just change them according to whatever the situation is.
Well, here's the situation. This is the new national anthem, everyone.
This is Britain, 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 this is Britain. Oh, I was going to say, Britain, Britain, not in Europe, now.
I would love us to sing that song to my mum just before we deport her. Have you got a lucky mascot this week?
I've got a lucky mascot. I've got a lucky pen. I got it from a very unusual bookies. And I find it very useful. If I ever put a bet on, I always use... Claude. This is Claude. I didn't want him stuffed. He wanted to be stuffed. He was alive at the time.
Now it's time for John and Rod to go head-to-head. It's the numbers round just for you guys. And, John, your turn to pick.
Come on.
Sean, do you want to play along for fun, sort of personal battle between us?
No, I'm fine.
You could play for Claude.
Why would I do that? 'Cause I've already got him. Just check. I've already got her. What's in it for me?
My pen.
I don't think that's enough.
I've left the lid off this, but it's actually a stuffed grizzly.
I bet you...
To be honest, it's impractical, but as an ornament, it really serves its purpose.
So, are you playing along with Miles for fun?
But not for Claude, no.
Right. Oh, right. Oh, fuck it, money. A grand.
Tell you what. I won't spit on you when we're having sex tonight.
Good luck trying it without a spit.
I'm wiping the tear out my eye. Oh, Sean's just very kindly offered not to spit on one of our guests.
I think that's a nice thing.
What have I got now?
People say I'm not a nice guy. I do nice things.
And with Tom, of course, is Susie Dent. Susie has written 14 books about the derivations of words, and you can find them all in your local library. Just ask for the Sleepy Go Bye-Bye section. OK. Susie, what have you been looking into recently? Other than glory holes.
The most unnecessary joke.
Sorry, Susie. OK. Now, what have you been looking into recently?
My poem's about something very important to me. It's about how come it's OK to name you Willie, but it's not OK to name the fella's Willie next to you at the urinals. So my poem's called Hanging About in a Train Station Toilet Naming People's Penises. Hello, commuter, on your way to work. I'm going to call yours Captain Birdseye. Because it looks like it's wearing a polo neck and winking at me. You're welcome. I just named your penis. Hello, train driver who just nipped in for a piss. I'm going to call yours Mrs. Fernsby. My old geography teacher. Because you're small and wrinkly and have a birthmark down the side of your shaft. You're welcome. I just named your penis. Hello, please. Hello, please.
Stop.
Hello. Hello, police officer. Hello, police officer who's just been sent to the toilets because they've had reports of someone naming people. You can't arrest me for naming strangers' dogs. Oh, you can? I didn't know that. Oh, great, now I'm electronically tagged again.
If you want to get a tapeworm, eat some pork. If you want to get a tapeworm, eat some pork. Lamb, chicken, beef, fish or egg. Forget it. You won't get a tapeworm.